Hello, this is Just One Life, and I've got an Abzan brew for you today. This is a deck I'm calling Abzan Festival because it centers around Storm the Festival. It's all about getting to cast this Storm the Festival. So we put all the best 4 and 5 mana value permanents in this deck. So let's go through them. We've got Wrenn and 7, of course. We've got Lolth, and then we've got Binding of the Old Gods, which also helps ramp us up to casting the flashback side of Storm the Festival. 2 Asiga's Chariots. I trimmed it down from 4 because it found that we were attacking less and more on the defense, and Asiga's Chariot's less good on the defense, but we really want it when we have that Wrenn and 7 token, and so we're more likely to have the Wrenn and 7 and less likely to have the Chariot. 4 Felidar Retreats, and this is really interesting because we can play a land each turn, and we can ramp with Binding of the Old Gods, and we can actually get a really wide board to be really tall at the same time, and come in for a ton of just unbeatable damage. Now, to get us to that late game, we need a suite of ramp creatures. So we've got 3 Lotus Cobras, 3 Innkeepers to not only ramp us but keep us alive, 3 Taxidermists, and then we've got 4 Florahedrons to come in as either a land or a creature, whatever we need at the time. And then just a couple board clearers that we really need and also help keep us alive because we get to gain the life and deal damage. Our land situation got really complicated. We just have 1 of each basic, and we've got 4 of each of the pathways here, because we have tricolor, of course. We've got 4 Deathcap Glades, because green and black are the 2 most important colors in our deck. We want access to both of those more so than the green and white. We've got 2 snow tapped lands just for our bindings to go fetch forests that are also another color of mana for us. 2 Field of Ruins to deal with the problematic creature lands, and just one World Tree. Basically, it's a forest for us, but as long as we have 6 or more lands, all of our lands tap for any color of mana. So I thought that was kind of cool. And that's the deck. So let's take it through some games, and hopefully you will hit the subscribe button. It really helps a small creator like me. Appreciate it very much. And we're starting right now. Double Lotus Cobra, Felidar Retreat. Let's try it out. Start with our tapped land, with a pathway on green on turn 2. Ooh, we're gonna go with a pathway on black. Let's do that. And we're against mono white that doesn't have a turn 1 play. Oh, it's not mono white. Is this some kind of brew? Is this green white clerics? I'm not sure exactly what this is. I think I might have played against a deck like this once before. So we cast a Felidar Retreat here. Let's do that. Get this in on green. We'll gain a white mana. Play our Felidar Retreat. And let's try to attack. See if they want to trade. Because I'm actually okay trading at this point. They don't want to. Another Leonin Lightscribe. Okay. Man, that got big quick. Wow. So if we cast a Lotus Cobra first, and play this, we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means we could Binding of the Old Gods. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And we'll play it on black. And we will make a cat. We have both green and black already, but we'll add another green and another black. And we'll do Binding of the Old Gods, killing your Leonin Lightscribe. And see if you want to block this Lotus Cobra again. No, you do not. Alright, now we have a cat and a cobra. Sure. If they attack, I will double block. Mage Craft, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And since this comes in tapped anyway, we'll take our tapped land. Do we want to grow them? Sure, I think it's time to... No, let's make another cat. Alright, we get to add mana. Is that a black mana? And a black mana. And cast a Lolth. But instead of making spiders, we're just going to draw a card because we really want another land. Boom, there it is. And we'll make more cats. Green and black. And we'll play another Lotus Cobra. And we'll see if they want to block any of these. Minus the cat, plus the cat. Yeah. Cool. So we're in the mode where we're happy to chump with our cat beasts. Because next turn, if we can find a land... kind of depends. If we find a land naturally off the draw, Lolth will make tokens, and then we'll grow everybody. Blizzard Brawl our Lotus Cobra. Sure. Now you got 3 big attackers.
My will cannot be denied.
They have another spell. Oh no, this guy can't attack, he just came in. So attack Lolth with both. And we of course block. Of course. Lolth gets more tokens. There's the land. Okay, make some spiders. Play the swamp. And now we grow everybody. Here's the thing. We could play Meatuk Massacre for 3, and it would kill everything. Is that what we want, though? We don't want everything to be dead, do we? You know what? I think we do. Yeah. Pay 5, I suppose. Seems fine. And I'm pretty sure that's game over. Sweet. Our Brew took it down. Go Abzan Festival. Okay, I like it. Once again, a path to Felidar. Tapped. Now we'll do this pathway on white with a Tangled Florahedron. So one option we might go for next turn, it's just land binding. No, I don't think I will. It will be land Felidar. And now do we want to land Wrenn and 7? Or we could just binding. It kind of depends on what they play, if we want to kill it. Alright, more damage. Now we start making cats. Let's play this on black so we have our double black available. Make a cat. Play a Wrenn and 7. Make a big old treeful. And now we've got 2 blockers. Brutal Cathar, get rid of our treeful. Yeah, that's good. So how much do they send at Wrenn? Do they send everybody? Do they send... Okay, they do send everybody. So we don't actually have to block. Wrenn soaks up a bunch of damage for us. And we have a binding. And a Lolth. So let's play this on white. Make a cat. We can play both the Innkeeper and the Binding. So I actually should have led with the Innkeeper before the land. Gain 1 more life. And Binding will take out this Luminarch. No attacks. So they can pay 3, remove 2 counters, and kill our Felidar retreat. It looks like they're doing that right now. Yep. You know, it shrinks their creatures. So it kind of helps keep us alive for longer. They're still sending it. Okay, well, we will double block, absolutely. Okay, we get a tapped forest. Let's get this one. And Lolth. Make some spiders.
Are you in wrath? My will
Gain
cannot
some
be
life.
denied.
And we won't attack yet. Not yet. I would like to get rid of this Brutal Cathar, because it flipping and flipping back is not good. Adeline, huh? She could be a problem. Making an extra little human on attack. Now, opponent, I would be surprised if they attacked in this position. So it looks like a losing attack. No, they do attack. Huh. Okay, so how do we block it? We can throw a 2/2 here, and a Tangled Florahedron here. Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Aren't I the generous one?
Okay, let's draw a card. Another Binding.
My hatred
So we should use this to kill the Brutal Cathar. It might just be better to kill Adeline, but I want to kill the Brutal Cathar. I think that is just too terrifying. And Lotus Cobra. Gain life. And let's attack with our 2/2. See if they want to block it. A lot of people forget that the turn 3 of Binding of the Old Gods gives Death Touch, and they don't see the little symbol on there. So they'll block it with a bigger creature like Adeline, expecting it to just, you know, be good beats. But no, they did play against it. Wow, they're sending everybody at Lolth. Well, we want to kill Adeline really badly. And we can keep Lolth alive if we want. I think we want. We could just kill Faceless Haven. You know what? Let's just kill Faceless Haven. Yeah, I like this block. We don't need this Lolth because we have another one right here. And removing their creatures for our creatures is good for us. Huh, I wonder why they activated the other Faceless Haven. Oh god, Lolth survived. I forgot it had enough loyalty to survive. And we found a Storm the Festival. So we're going to start with making spiders. Because if we find Felidar plus land, it grows them. Huh! Mono White couldn't handle it. Sweet. Abzan, good stuff. Takes down Mono White. Big surprise. This is definitely a stay alive hand with double Innkeeper Meathook Massacre. But what does it get done? We don't actually get any of our fun permanents. Ooh, but we can just draw them like that. We only want 1 white mana, so we'll just get that in right now. And I think we're playing against mono green. Yep, looks like it. We drew our Felidar right on time? Oh, wow. We are lucky. Auto pay. Felidar. It's live. Now they can get a turn 4 chariot in, but we can reply with a chariot and a cat. Oh, looks like they're gonna do it. Yep. Alright. Chariot for chariot. But while you just have cats, we're gonna get a cat beast. Our cat is more menacing than your cat. And we're gaining life, which is real bad for mono green. I think they're like, I can't believe it. They have a chariot too? Yep, we are Abzan with chariot. Only 2 of them. Wow. They use a Blizzard Brawl on Innkeeper. That's really weird. They crew their chariot. Alright, I'm willing to crew my chariot. Past to blockers, and I'm going to put both of these in front of it because they might have an inscription or a snakeskin veil, and this plays around either, but not both. They have both. They can still keep their chariot alive. So far, they have our cat ordered first. Yep, there's the inscription. Called it. Okay. It's clearly just meat hook for 2, right? Let's see if we can get in a little bit of damage. They should have blocked. They should have blocked. Whoosh! Swipe all those creatures away. And we'll gain some life, and they'll lose some life. And now we can draw a land and get a Lolth, or we can not draw a land and get a Prosperous Innkeeper. So with an Old Growth Troll, I think it's a Wrenn and 7 play. Kazandu Mammoth also. We'll take it. So right now, it only makes a 4/4. Ooh, binding. That's what we want to see. We definitely want to see binding. And so, instead of destroying this Old Growth Troll, we're killing the Mammoth. Because the Old Growth Troll, they can make a token. I mean, we're not blocking, so... Attack with the Innkeeper. 2 trolls. That's fine. Soon enough, we'll be able to deal with trolls. They'll be no problem. Search our library for forest. Make a cat. Play a Lolth. We can make a 5/5. Nah, let's play Lolth. Auto pay. Spiders. So they can trample through the spiders. So they can kill Lolth. But fine, we have backup Lolth. No big deal. In fact, if they send both trolls at the Lolth, that's great for us. No, they pull one back and send it at us. So, spider, spider, block. And then let Lolth take it. Yeah, this seems fine. Old Growth Troll down. But also our spiders and our Lolth are down.
You win this round, but
We gain some life, they lose some life. And now it's time for a Wrenn and 7. Oh, pack leader. That's neat. Ooh, a retreat. So we'll play that on a future turn. We make a 5/5. So, in the future, we can play a Felidar Retreat when we have a land in hand, and a +1 on Ren is very likely to get us that land. Unless they kill Ren. If they send everything at Ren, they can kill her. Yes, and they do send everything. So let's kill the token. Ooh, they might have an inscription here. Do we play around it, though? You know what? No, YOLO. Okay, what's their last card? It's another pack leader. Ooh, a massacre. That seems wonderful. I would like to get rid of this old growth troll before we massacre. So, let's get another Felidar Retreat into play? No, it's Lolth time. Definitely Lolth time. Yep, and they surrender to the Lolth. So we can just block all day with our Tree Folk, and Lolth just blocks everything else. Awesome. Okay, this is a little risky. We'll keep it though. Play our always tapped land first. We have to get black in there next. And we'll try and ramp with our Florahedron. Next turn we can Binding, but it's against mono black, so destroying their creatures, not great. We'll have to hold this Binding for later in the game until we can get a Lolth. Or something like that. It is entirely possible for us to outgrind mono black. And actually, this is zombies. This isn't mono black control. It's not even zombies. What is this deck? What are you? What are those? So sadly, we don't have a turn 3 play because they destroyed our ramp. They needed the treasure for the Innkeeper. They exploited the Innkeeper. Okay, fair enough. They need the cards more than the life. We are not pressuring their life in any capacity. So black and Chariot, I suppose. Next turn, we can cast Ren in 7. Get in there with the Chariot, make 2 Tree Folk. There'll be 5/5 Tree Folk. Skeletal Swarming. Okay. Yeah, I recognize that. They make a skeleton on end step. They have a Fell Stinger to block our Chariot. And I hate that. So we could just hold off on Ren and 7. Let's hold off on Ren and 7. We'll Felidar Retreat here. Put in this on green. Make another cat. This one's a cat beast. And pass the turn. And then we could still hold off on Ren and 7 and just cast something like a Binding of the Old Gods, killing their Fell Stinger. Of course, by the time we're ready to attack, their skeletons might be too terrifying. Oh my gosh. Okay, cat beast here, cat there. What do they have? Is it a sweeper? Is it a blood? No, they don't have enough for blood on the snow. Meat Hook Massacre? I wouldn't mind a Meat Hook Massacre. It would be kind of whatever. It is a Meat Hook Massacre. Well, that's just too weird. It's like a mostly empty board. Doesn't feel like a Meathook Massacre time. Alright, well, anyway, Ren and 7. Make a Treeful. Play a Field of Ruin. Make a cat. Wish we could play another land. But crew this. Move to combat. Get in there. Make another Treeful. Alright, boom. We've got a Treefolk and a cat to block. What can you do? Hey, their first green land! Good for them. They cast 2 green spells without any green mana. Or any green land source. Neat pathway. So what kind of green cards are lurking in their hand? There's a Blood on the Snow. Okay. There is a culling ritual that could be in their deck, and that's really good against creature tokens. Alright, Skeletal Swarming. We can Binding of the Old Gods, destroy their Skeletal Swarming. Let's find some land. 3 land! Wow, we got super lucky. Kinda wish it didn't tap my Field of Ruin there. Alright, make a cat. They have another Skeletal Swarming. Well, I mean, it's still good that we killed the first one, because they're not legendary. They can have 2 of them. Sending both skeletons at Ren. We keep Ren alive with a single block. Ooh, Meathook Massacre is great here. I think we'll make a cat. And then Meathook for just 1, right? This autopay looks fine. Meathook for 1. Goodbye, all your dudes. My dude stays. Resolve all of it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's play this pathway on green. Make another cat. Put 2 more lands into play. We'll grow our cats. Play another Ren and 7. Make a Treefolk. Crew this with 1 of our cats. Attack them and make another 11/11. We took over the game. Nice. Well played. Whew. Time for a performance review. I found this deck to be fun and interesting, and it was really cool when we put like 4 Felidars out on the battlefield, or we could, you know, binding them while we had a Felidar out and then get a land next turn and drop a land, make a bunch of cats, or 0 our Ren and put a bunch of lands on the field and grow everything really tall. It was really fun when we could storm the festival, find 2 really powerful permanents, and overall there's a lot of really interesting, you know, interactions that come up in this deck that don't in a lot. The mana base worked out pretty much every single game. However, this deck doesn't draw enough cards. So it could use some tweaks. Maybe some of these lower creatures, like maybe the Lotus Cobras, should actually just be Village Rites or Deadly Disputes. or maybe go down to 3 Felidars. Anyway, this deck is fun, but it's not extremely competitive. I'd say it wins about 50-50. Until next time, I hope that you enjoyed, and fist bump, high five, take it easy.